So good evening everybody and welcome back to F1 here on FTRL. It is day 2 of action from Albert Park, Melbourne. It is the Div 2 Grand Prix of Australia. And the cars making their way out onto track now. And we will then go on board with Captain Chubbs as he comes around then. He can take us on a guided tour of this Albert Park circuit. Of course, joined the calendar in 1996, replacing Adelaide. And provided us last night with a dominant victory for Talesborough, who will stake their claim then to be the victor tonight. Then on board then with the Haas as we go down the start-finish straight into the first DRS zone. Gordo taking opportunity this into the first chicane. They took a little bit wide on the apex there, runs onto the first into the second DRS zone immediately. If you don't get the move done into turn 1, you can get the move done into turn 3, down the gearbox to stays the third. Quick short shift to the fourth, then avoid the curbs on the inside and outside. Then watch this very tricky turn 5. Don't run too wide. Oh, is there a tower? Been disqualified for facing the wrong way. That's not going well. Out into the right hander then and onto the reprofile section then. Cutting out the chicane that we used to have here. And maintaining the speed then, we're building up now towards 190, 191. Just running a little bit more wing than some of the guys last night. 192 there as he touches, as he flicks it into the chicane. Careful on the curbs on exit. Oh, that was a little bit leery from Chubbs. Into the third DRS zone then, and down to the reprofile corner here, the right-hander. A lot more squaring out. More of a braking zone. Good opportunity for overtaking as we saw last night. Around the double right-hander then and into the final flip-flop left. And right-hander, watch the traction on exit of this corner. You'll want to get your foot down, but we saw a number of people spinning out last night. DRS is open. And the first time on the board this evening is a 1:18.9 from Chubbs in the Haas. Then, of course, winner at Zandvoort a couple of rounds ago. And maybe praying for some rain. But we will see how he gets on. Who else have we got coming around? We've got Alex Pixie now at the final corner. Where does he go after his first run? The answer is second. On a 19.6. As Catamese then goes fastest of all on an 18.8. T. Smith behind him there into third. Of course, T. Smith filling in for Sione tonight. A couple of new faces, a couple of filling in then. We have got our new full-time Ferrari driver, D. Daniel. Currently sat in the pits then. He has got his friend and his reserve. Filling in for Evil Chris, J. Puden. Or Puden. He crosses the line there with a 19.3 for his first run, just behind Matman. And then also, where is he? Down the bottom here. He's in the pits at the minute. Got the returning legend that is the owner of FTRL, the creator. Some might call him God. It is FTRL Aaron. Back for a Sunday drive, as he called it, but we'll see about that. As Barcelona, meanwhile, pops himself onto the top of the standings. Last time out of Miami, he was dominant. Driving away from the field, despite the safety cars threatening to derail his efforts. He was superb last week. Let's see how he gets on this week then. At the moment then, on top of the pile. On board then with Linus Egan, as he now rounds the fast-flowing section into the tricky chicane. So he gets on. Oh, he's wide, he's over the gravel. But keeps it pointing the right way there. That was brave stuff, keeping his foot in it. Oh, Chubbs, you wally. Through the final couple of corners, then it comes the McLaren. It's a good pace. Oh, Lazica is the wall and out. I was just about to say he's been showing us a good pace of quality this season. And I cursed him before I even got the sentence out of my mouth, the McLaren, then it's out of the session. So big shame for Linus Egan. He will be down the back of the grid to start this one. He'll have it all to do, and his teammate Corny sat in P2. Ferrari having a big twitch at the final quarter as well. It's Brutus Beard coming around as well. So let's have a look at our newest addition to the league then. Just a couple of weeks to work, but is now on track for the first time. So let's see Now the Ferrari man's going to get on. Nice and tidy so far. Using all the curbs there through 4. Nice and tidy through 5. And down to this tricky braking zone. You need to carry the speed through here. We saw a couple of people run wide, of course, noticeably Chizzy last night running wide there. That's dropped him out of podium contention in that titanic battle over P2. Now through the high speed section, then coming up to this very tricky chicane. Looks it in nicely though. Oh, he's lost the back. Is he going to hit the wall? He does, but just loses the wing. So it's a shame there for him. First run not going to plan. Bruce has a little bit of a wobble there as he gets the back end twitching on the curbs. Bruce Beer then rounding the right-handers. Using all that curb on exit then into the final couple of corners. Nice line through the penultimate corner, stays tight, then over to the left for the right-hander. Build the speed, but don't floor it because the back end can come round as we saw last night. Bruce's first lap puts him P2 then on an 18.8, so just ahead of Catamese and just behind Barcelona, who stays on provisional pole. Michael B. N has now gone as well, so where has he gone? I think he's in the pits, so Michael not able to get a lap on the board. He will start at best P11. About Barcelona, he's just started a lap. And about Catamese is a bit further around, is he? I think he's on an out lap, actually. I think he's on his way around. Chubbs, meanwhile, I think he's just starting his lap as well. There's an 18.8. Very confused. The timing screens at the minute are going all kinds of stupid. Yeah, he's just starting up there, so we'll ignore him for the time being, figuratively speaking. About Pagani, just starting his run as well. We'll go pick up then our current pole sitter, and he is 1.5 tenths up in sector 2. Coming down to the right-hander. A little bit unsettled on the way in there, gets it stopped. Through the right-hander he goes. Just 2 corners less to navigate then through the left-hander. It's a little bit wider than we saw Brutus go. But keep the speed up. Oh, we've got Aston Martin spun in front of him. And across the line, does he improve? He does by half a second then. Barcelona finding some time in the final section of the lap then to go down to an 18.0. What a lap that is. As T. Smith locks himself into P4 then. So T. Smith starting to find his feet again. With F1, he's been away for quite a while now, for a couple of games. However, he's quickly dropped down to P5 as Captain Chubbs pops himself onto the provisional front row with an 18.7. But still some way shy of the new provisional pole time. And Catamese, meanwhile, responds with an 18.4. So the McLaren man back onto the provisional front row. Halves the gap then to the pole sitter, but still looking very comfortable at the moment on an 18.0. That is a very impressive lap from Barcelona. What about Nexus Cats then? He's in the middle sector and he is up on his best time. Oh, who was that exiting stage right? That was one of, I think, the Aston Martins. Into the wall and hard. Down to the final couple of corners. See Cats there using all the roads, similar to Barcelona's line. Of course, got a podium last week. How's he going to get on with this lap? The answer is P5. He improves to an 18.9. Danny in the chat again. Good evening, Danny. Going Aaron for pole. Well, I think that might have been him in the wall. It was. So he might have to get around a lap in one piece. I think it might have been him that was spun at the final corner as well. So just getting to grips with the car at the moment. What about Mattman then? Got some good practice in last night in the Div 1 race. How is he going to fare here? Currently sat in P7 on a 19.2. A little bit of a twitch there. I think the car just got slightly unsettled in the change of direction. That might have cost him some time. As per. Does he improve? He doesn't know. He lost some time in the final sector then. Matza stays P8 then, as he's been dropped down by Alex Pixie, who's gone up to P4 then on 18.8. So slots himself just ahead of Brutus Beer. Yes, what a surprise. What a surprise indeed then. How about the Ferrari? The Ferrari man's got no front wing, so I don't think he'll be improving on this lap. So let's go find Brutus. I think his teammate's also facing the wrong way there, as I just saw in the background. So we flick through, let's pick up Brutus Beer. Red Bull man coming through Sector 1. We're going to get our first checkpoint here to see how he's doing. And as he is 0.3 of a second up then, so this could be challenging for the front row. How is he going to get on through the next sector? Fairly flat through here. You can see the drivers there staying tight to the wall on the right hand side. The left as we look at it there. Minimise the distance. And he is 3.5 up then in Sector 2 through the chicane. Nice line through there, not using too much curb. DRS is open. Down then to the right hand, a nice line through there, that outside tyre locking up. Car's so rigid. He's a little bit wide there and he invalidates his run as well. So Brutus there was on 4, possibly a front row, but invalidates right at the end of the lap there. Running a little bit too wide over that curb. He will box then and have to go again. What about Caraxes then in the Alfa Romeo, the sole Alfa Romeo this week, because Iceman is football training. Sad to miss him, but have to make do. He is 6.5 up in Sector 1, and so big improvement from Carax in Sector 1. He's got one of the Aston Martins ahead of him. Get a nice little slipstream there. He should pull out of the way, and he does. I think he's 0.8 of a second up then in Sector 2 through the chicane. Nice line through there. Looking very neat and tidy so far. And now he will need to find a bit more time to jump up a position, as Jay Poden is 1.2 seconds up. But it does look like there was plenty of time in this lap, so let's see how he gets on in the final sector. Again, using all the track there through the penultimate corner. Build the speed at the final corner. And now straight shoot to the line. DRS is open. He's currently P10. He improves by 1.6 seconds and goes 6th fastest then. So good lap there from Caraxes. On to the third row he goes. Knocks Nexus Cats down a position. 4 minutes of the session remaining. Let's apply some pressure, shall we? Put him on screen. Into Sector 1 then, through the right-hander. Good evening, pleb. How are you? Then winding now up through the fast twisting section. Speed building then up to 196 miles an hour, so faster than Chubbs we saw earlier on. Will that help him in the race? Nice and tidy through the chicane. DRS is open. Pitching 197, 98 there, just as he hits the brakes for the right-hander. Gets the car slowed. Don't run too wide. Nice and tidy through there. All the way over then into the penultimate corner, using all the track. Out of the final corner. Sprints line off that curve. A little bit unsettled there, the car. But it is a solid lap from Aaron. He goes P10 then on the 19.2. Just slots in just behind Matman. What about his teammate then, Pagani? FTRL OG team for this evening. 27.2 in Sector 1. Of course, he hasn't got a time on the board yet, so it'll be purple sectors all round for him. Pagani, they're using the more traditional racing line. They're using all the track to keep the speed up. Now, he said last night he puts too much wing on. So look at his speed then, 194, 195, just touching there as he hits the brakes for the chicane. 45.2 in Sector 2. Nice and tidy through the chicane though. Down then to the right-hander. Got T. Smith behind him on track. A little bit wide of the apex there at the penultimate corner. And again through the final corner. Gets the car straightened up. Now shoots for the line. And where does this put Pagani? It puts in P9 then, so he jumps ahead of Matman and ahead of Aaron. So bragging rights to Pagani for the time being. 1 minute 50 left then, so you imagine that will be Pagani's last run. A number of cars now heading out onto track, then Brutus Beer is on a lap. Let's see how he's going. 3.5 tenths up again. And we saw this from him earlier because he validated 3 corners from home. To sector 2, he's now half a second up, and then Brutus Beer on for the front row. If he can string the rest of this lap together, a little bit wider over the curbs. Oh, bouncing along, but still pointing in the right direction. Through the right-hander. You see there's a lot more braking going into that corner now than there used to be. Squared nice and tidy through that corner this time. So no risk of an invalidation. Again, they seem a little bit wider there, using a bit more track that time, keeps more speed. Oh, and it hits the wall at the final corner. Big moment through the final corner for Brutus. He hits the wall, but still goes second fastest. Lost himself a little bit of time there. Might have got provisional pole without that moment. Well, we will never know. But he's on to the front row of the grid then. Barcelona about to respond. This could be an outlap. You see, this is an outlap. And that man also starting up behind him. So Brutus then on to the front row. Where is Casimese? Out the final corner. I think he's just starting a lap as well. Chubbs just starting his final lap. Alex Pixie also coming around. I think Alex Pixie actually on his lap already. So we'll stay on board with Alex Pixie then. Currently P5. Showed good pace in qualifying this year. Hasn't quite transferred itself into the race results just yet, but it is coming for Alex. It's building nicely. Using all the track there and the curb through the pillars of a corner. Out of the final corner he comes now. Can he improve on P5? He's on an 18.8 at the moment. 18.3. Oh, just misses out on the front row there. Great final run from Alex. Pops himself onto P3. Second row of the grid then for the AlphaTauri. Daniel Poden, he's validated his run, so he won't be improving. What about Matman? He's behind Barcelona, wasn't he? So let's see how Barcelona's getting on. Is he going to lower the bar? The field have closed in behind him. Is he going to get into the 17s with his final run? The answer is emphatically yes, he is. 17.6 for Barcelona. Matman stays P10 with his final run. What about Captain Chubbs? Mrs. Katz is ahead of him. His Katz going to improve on P7. And so as he does, he goes 6, joins his teammate on the third row. Chubbs is into the pits. And just Daniel to cross the line. Oh, Podem's spinning out the final corner. Yes. And he gets the time on the board, 19.4, just behind his teammate then. So the two Ferraris together. It's Barcelona then who takes pole position once again from Brutus Beer. Alex Pixie and Casimese on row 2. Chubbs and Katz and all has row 3 with Craxes and T. Smith on row 4. Pagani and Matman line up on row 5. Once again, the Geordies together. Aaron and Jay Poden on the 6th row. And then D. Daniel and Michael on row 7. And the final row of the grid is made up by Leonard Zika, who we saw crash out on his first run, and Zero Tower, who got himself disqualified. I think he may have span at the fast chicane in the middle of the lap. He would indeed, yes. Very, very quick pace there from Barcelona. But qualifying is one thing. Of course, doing it in the race is something very, very different indeed. As we saw last night, many of the top guys in Div 1 had accidents last night, spins, so can happen to the very best. Now, it is very overcast by the look of it. Now, what does that mean for the race? Do we have the threat of some weather to contend with in the race? Well, we will see. Qualifying done then. Let's get some podium predictions in the chat then. Who do we think is going to win this one? Is it difficult to look past Barcelona, or are we going to follow the same trait as we did last night? Let's see drama befall some of the top guys. Indeed, Lennon in the chat as well, coming all the way from... Where did you say you were? Mallorca? Somewhere in Spain, weren't you? Anyway. So the grid is lined up. And it's lights out. Away he gets not a good start for Barcelona. Brewers gets a good start then. Alex Pixie's twitching, but out from behind him comes one of the Has. Kasavi's trying to get through the middle, but there's no way through. And Barcelona actually in the second phase has held on to the lead through turns 1 and 2. Oh, one of the Has is spinning in the middle of the pack. The pack splits around him. It's Captain Chubbs. Kasavi's attacking Brutus for P2. Into turn 3. But Brutus has just held him off for now. Sort of shuffling around then through the first couple of corners. They're trying to sort themselves out into an order. But it's Barcelona from Brutus, from Katsami's Cats. Alex Pixie's on the 5th, and T. Smith up to 6th. Cracks is 7th. Aaron's up to 8th. Good start from him. Ahead of Pagani, then D. Daniel. Michael is 11th. Jay Poden is 12th. Mattman's down to 13th. Then Lina Zekin, Zero Tower 15th. And the recovering Chubbs spinning out of turn 2, down to P16. A lot of work to do from the back of the grid, but expect there to be some safety cars. Katowice has got ahead of Brutus then. Through the fast moving section, and now Nexus Cats on the attack. Oh, Michael Bienen losing out. Jay Poden and Pagani attacking. Oh, Jay Poden. Oh, it's carnage at the bottom corner. Both Ferraris involved. I think Michael Bien's in there as well. But they'll get away with it. Oh, they're all coming around. Katami's then on the attack. So let's look at the tyre situation. And that may be one. And Katami's starting on the softs. But Barcelona at the hards. Katami's down the inside. Oh, it's a late set. It's a robust move. And he takes the lead away from Barcelona. Oh, Barcelona spins. Oh, drama for the Mercedes man on those hard tyres. He's lit the rears up, spins into the wall. And he's all the way down to P10. Katami's leads then. A typically Katami's robust attack for the lead. Here comes Cats on Brutus Beer. They're now side by side through the sweeping section. Into P2 goes the Has. That probably all to do with the tyre situation. Then so Katami's super aggressive at the start on those soft tyres. He knew he had to get into the lead because he's on a very different strategy to everybody else at the front of the grid. Got one of the driver on the soft tyres. That's Zero Towers. Barcelona dropping down positions. Has he got some damage from that then? And now Brutus is under attack from Alex Pix. He's on the hard tyre there, Brutus, which is why he's probably struggling a little bit at this stage of the race. We'll look at Barcelona as he comes around. Did he get damage to his wing? Is he going to box? He is. Into the pits then comes the Mercedes. Pole sitter and early race leader into the pits with damage. Got a yellow flag at the final corner. I think it's Chubbs again. So big movers. And Cat up 3. Cat's up 4. Aaron's up 5. T. Smith is up 3. Lina Zeker's up 5. Zero Tau and oh, Cat's has spun off in the background. On that curb at turn 5. We saw a couple of people go last night. Cat's is the first one to do it tonight as well. He gets it pointing the right way quickly and he's on his way again. So only lost 3 places from that. Mistake from Cats then. Big loser so far. Chubbs and Barcelona down 15 and 10. As you can see on screen. A lot of work for them to do, but expect there to be safety cars in this one at some point then. So Katami's leads by 2.6 seconds now over Brutus, who's been promoted back to P2 with that spin for Cats. Alex Pixie up to P3 now. Going on further back here, D. Daniel and Lina Zekin with Mattman hot on, oh sorry, it's Michael Vienna hot on their heels. Mattman is just up the road, in fact on the back of Pagani. And they're a little bit wide. Lina Zekin and Michael taking a more conventional line. Out of the final corner. Michael's had a really good run out the final corner there. Lina Zekin just slightly compromised, I think. Michael then down the inside with the DRS. And into P11 goes the Alpine. Gets the move done. There'll be another DRS zone immediately though. So Lina Zekin will try and attack back. Michael will try and close on Daniel. Zika to the inside, but not quite close enough to make a move. Pagani now with a penalty. So both Aston Martins getting penalties on the first 4 laps of the race. 4 track limits, pushing hard already. Oh, we've got a yellow flag. Jay Poden's gone round. He's out to Chubbs, so the Ferrari man struggling a little bit early on here then. Race leader then 2.9 seconds ahead. Cat is flying at the moment, and Brutus then has got a little bit of a train behind him in the form of Alex Pixie and T. Smith. T. Smith very quickly getting back up to speed with F1. We've got the recovering Cats under attack from Aaron into the braking zone. Aaron got a little bit wide there, but gets it stopped. Cracks is tucked in behind them. Oh, I think it's D. Daniel got around. No, it's Sirotau. Gone round out the chicane, unfortunately. D. Daniel has lost a couple of places, though, to Michael and Lena Zeeken. And then stalking. Alex Pixie closing on Brutus, but not quite close enough. Aaron looking at... Oh, Lena Zeeken's gone out the final corner. And the safety car is out. Oh, Aaron had to stamp on the brakes there as the safety car came out. Joe Poden pits. Zero Town Barcelona, what do they do here? Zero Town, they've carried on. So safety car then nullifying Catsley. That will be frustrating for him. He built a very nice advantage there. Unfortunately for Linda Zeeken, his race has ended at the same place he did in qualifying. Now that final corner there, you'd think it's nearly flat, but it's not. The car's still rotating. Very easy to lose the back end of the car then. Now what does Cat do regarding strategy here? Because he's probably going to want to take advantage of this safety car. And if he pits for the hard tyre, because I don't think the medium will get to the end from here. That'll probably drop him to round about that gap between D. Daniel and Chubbs. Possibly just behind Chubbs. But that will be his pit stop done. So Cat has to pit really here. He does indeed. Why is Barcelona 14th? He had a spin, Skirms. He had a spin, hit the wall, and has pitted. So that is why he is down at the back at the moment. Into the pits also then comes T. Smith, Katz, Aaron, and Craxes. And D. Daniel as well. So a number of drivers taking this opportunity to get their mandatory stop done. As Brutus catches the safety car cue. Brought out by the retirement of Lena Zeeken, unfortunately then. So field forming up behind the safety car then, and the running order as Zero Tau and Barcelona do pit this time around. Oh, Craxis has got a warning under the safety car then, so that's a little bit silly. Not the end of the world. So running order then behind the safety car on lap 6. Brutus Beer leads from Alex Pixie, Pagani then up to P3. Matt Mann now 4th, Michael's up to 5th, and Katamise, having made his stop, has come back out in P6. Chubbs is up to P7, recovering after his earlier spin. Then we've got Alexis Katz, who's pitted. Aaron is pitted in 9th. Then Craxis, who's pitted in 10th. T. Smith pitted down in 11th. Now what happened to T. Smith? Because he was ahead of Aaron and Katz. So he somehow ended up behind them. Did he have wing damage? I'm worried there. D. Daniel is 12th. Jay Poden is 13th. Zero Tau 14th. And Barcelona P15. Pole sitter, early race leader, now looking at the whole field ahead of him at the moment. But he's now back on his hard tyres, so they will get him to the end. Made his mandatory stops, of course. Pitted after that spin on lap 2. So just your top 5 and P7 have not pitted under this safety car. They are sticking with plan A. You're behind with the safety car. It's making its way around. Field is all back together, so hopefully we should resume racing at the end of this lap. We'll get the notification at the end of sector 2. Making their way around there now. We should hopefully get the notification we are about to resume racing any second now. No notification yet, which maybe suggests we are going to do one more lap behind the safety car. The track is clear. Barcelona is on the back of the pack. He's just dropped back a little bit, but it looks like we're going to do one more lap then behind the safety car. So drivers continuing to warm their tyres up the drop. It's very critical for the hard tyre runners because we've seen already it do take a little while to switch on around here. So making their way around. Altogether, 15 runners remain. We've had our first retirement, which has brought out the safety car. Now we want to probably get to around about half distance, by which point the medium tyres should last. That's what happened last night with Telsborough. It was about 14:15 when he pitted our second safety car last night. So, there's question marks of whether or not get around, and so safety car will be in this time around. I should get the notification in a second. There we go, safety car in this lap then. So, Brutus Beer will start to back the pack up. Safety car starts to make its way away. Brutus will start to dictate the pace then. Critical for him to get some tyre temperature. So we're about to go racing. He's got 3 cars on medium tyres behind him in Alex, Pixie, Pagani and Matman. And they will be looking to make a move in the early part of the restart, where Brutus will be most vulnerable. And when does Brutus choose to pull the pin? We saw a lot of drivers go around about here last night, and Brutus is no exception. I think he's pulled the trigger, has he? He has indeed. Yeah, we're away and running. I think Matman had a little bit of a twitch there. Has now put him on the back foot against Michael Bien. They come out of the final quarter. We are racing again and on lap 9 of 29. Oh, in the background, one of the Ferraris has spun off. It's Jay Poden. Caught out on the restart with cold tyres. We are away and running. Matman on the defensive from Michael Bien. To the outside goes the Alpine. Matman gives him the squeeze. Oh, spinning off in the background. Zero Tau as well now. Oh, Michael's on the grass. Trying to find a way through the McLaren of Catami's then. Zoning in behind him, then the 2 has Chubbs now attacking Catami's. Catami's is a little bit wide there. Is that going to give Chubbs a sniff? Cat covers the door. Chubbs switches sides. Chubbs has got a good run here. Can he find a way through? Jinx to the left. Gets in the inside through the high-speed left-hander. Can he get enough alongside? No, Catami's has got superb straight-line speed as ever. Hangs onto the place then as they flip into the chicane. Everybody getting through okay. Daniel with a penalty further back. And everybody has just about settled in. Over front, no Barcelona. Brutus Beer continues to lead, but Alex Pixie and Pagani going with him. And Matman now got himself sorted out again. He's fended off the advances of Michael for now. Although Michael very much still there, and Katami's still there, Chubbs is still there, Kat's close to his teammate as well. Then Aaron right on the back of Kat's again. These two have resumed their battle. Aaron right on the back then of Kat's as they come through 1 and 2. Of course, no DRS on this lap either. It will be reactivated next time around. The yellow flag set to 3 is 0 Tower at the final corner. Unfortunately, the AlphaTauri man again lit up the rears out of that final corner. Ooh, who was that having? I mean, that was Katz, I think, getting a little bit wide over that curb. Michael Bien again attacking Matman. They weave their way through. Oh, Jay Poden's gone again at turn 5. Here goes Michael down the inside of Matman. They're side by side coming to the chicane. Oh, bang wheels. Michael gets the move done. Matman holding on as hard as he could, as long as he could. But that is move done, and Michael Bien is up to P4. Who is that spinning out? Oh, it's Craxis, the spot of the chicane. Alfa Romeo man on his way again. Brutus Beer now extending his lead up to 1.4 seconds. Then, oh, what's happened? Oh, Michael's got out the final corner. Oh, Michael Bean, having got up to P4, has spun out at the final corner and back is all the way down to P12. Big shame for Michael. Fighting his way through, and I was going to do it all over again. That final corner, just claiming victim after victim already tonight. Alex Pixie's a little bit wide out of 4 over that curb. Hanging on to P2, but Brutus Beer is just inching away. The gap now 1.8 seconds, so it's up another 4 tenths. Pagani very much on the tail of the AlphaTauri there. You can see him holding the inside line there, trying to keep that narrow line, but Pagani, who's used that sweeping line, has had a really good run onto the backstretch here. And is gaining on the AlphaTauri, who's gone now. Oh, it's 0 Tower turn 2. So we're watching one AlphaTauri, the other one's having some strife further back. He's trying to get going again. And he's on his way. Katami's on the inside of Matman into that right-hander. Gets in the squeeze. Oh, Matman's off the curb. Gets it stopped though, but Matman, oh, shame for Matt. Oh, wow. Cat's having a massive moment in the background there. Off that curb. Oh, and into the wall goes Alex Pixie at the final corner. Out of P2 has gone the AlphaTauri then. We've just seen his teammate have the same drama at the same corner half a minute earlier. And Alex Pixie this time is the one who loses traction out that final corner. Matman into the pits. In the Williams, did he get damaged? I think maybe his tyres had just cooked. Can he get to, he might be able to get to the end on the medium tyre from here. It's Alex Pixie fighting back then against Barcelona. Oh, big shame for Alex then. He's running really well in P2. Another penalty for the Ferrari. Matman's gone to a fresh set of hard tyres, interestingly. Was he already on the hard tyres? I thought he was on the... maybe he wasn't. No, he was on the mediums, I tell a lie. Aaron then has finally got the move done on Katz, or has he? It's continuing. Katz is trying to switch back. Matt, and we're getting the move done around the outside there of the chicane, giving the inside for the second part as Chubb's attacking Kat. So Catamese is the net race leader, having made his pit stop. He is the first driver who's made his mandatory stop. The two guys ahead of him are still to box. Brutus Beer leading by 2.6 seconds at the moment in the Red Bull. Pagani up into second. Cat holding on to third. We've got a yellow flag further back. Who is that? Oh, it's Alex Pixie's out the final corner. This time he's out. And the safety car is called again. Barcelona into the pits. Oh, big shame for Alex. It was going so well. It unravelled a bit last time around, and the safety car he probably needed has come, but at his own expense, unfortunately. And the AlphaTauri man is out of this one. Barcelona into the pits then now. What's that? A planned stop. He's back onto the medium tyre. Now we are just shy of halfway. So this might be the time that Brutus Beer will pull the pin. Pagani, you imagine, as well, and Chubbs. Michael Vienna also. So the 4 drivers remaining who haven't yet stopped, you imagine, will take this opportunity to pit. That's how passes his teammates' wreckage. Now 16 laps to go at the end of this one. It'll be a long ask, a big ask of those medium tyres, but I think Brutus really has to take this opportunity to pit now. Minimise the damage. Yeah, in comes the Red Bull man. Pagani should follow him in. He does. Katowice will go through, of course. Chubbs will pit. He does. Aaron will come through. Katz will come through as well. There is Zero Tau coming out on the hard tyre. And Michael should also make his way in. Yep, he's in. So the 4 drivers who have not yet stopped are now stopping, which promotes Cat back to the lead of the race. He picks up behind the safety car then. So running order sorting itself out. Now Barcelona, I don't think... Oh, he's back in the pits again. And what's Barcelona in the pits for? Going for the soft tyre. That's oh, fresh wing. He's had another spin somewhere. So Barcelona's got some wing damage somewhere. He's back down to P12. So then running order then behind the safety car on lap 14 of 29. So approaching half race distance. Katowice is now your leader. And in classic FTRL OG fashion, he's got Aaron behind him, and next is Katz then. So 3 stalwarts of FTRL, first, second and third at the moment. Cat leading Aaron, leading Katz. T. Smith is P4. Daniel, despite his dramas, is in P5. Krax is now back up to P6. Then Brutus, having just stopped, but now on the medium tyre, is P7. Pagani is 8th on the hard tyre. Chubbs is 9th on the hard tyre. Michael now on the mediums is P10. Mattman is P11 after that spin and earlier stop. Barcelona back out, but on the soft tyre. So that suggests he's going to have to pit again, because I don't think they're going to get him to the end. And then Zero Tau. He's had a couple of dramas. He's trying to catch the back of the pack. He is P13. So Katowice then in a strong position now. He leads. We know he's got pace. He's also got straight line speed, as was emphasised earlier on. Barcelona back in the pits, and I don't think he wants those soft tyres after all. And so they weren't going to get him to the end. So you go back onto the mediums. So Katowice is in a strong position here, and Brutus Beer as well. He's obviously the driver who's just pitted, but he's the highest placed medium tyre runner. Now he's going to have significantly more grip than those drivers ahead of him. He's also on significantly fresher rubber as well, 8 lap fresher rubber. And that should get him to the end from here as well. So we should see Brutus start to pick his way forward here. So good chance for a first win of the season for the Red Bull man. 2-time Div 2 champion as well. Are we going to get going this time? We haven't had the notification, so yeah, one more lap, and Barcelona just catching the pack, and Zero Tau at the end of sector 1, still making his way around. So how does Aaron tackle a problem like Katowice is the question. Well, the question many drivers asking FTRL. Ooh, safety car in this lap. That's a very late call. The safety car's peeling off at the penultimate corner, so we're going to go racing at very short notice then. Katowice doesn't have time to stack the pack up in a way that he might have wanted to. A 2x2 then coming out the final corner. Oh, wait for it. There we go. Oh, who's gone? That's Craxis has gone for it. Away we go. And it's chaos in the middle of the pack as we go racing again. Everybody's just about sorted themselves out on the run down to turn 1. Oh, Aaron has a big slide through turns 1 and 2. That's going to put Cats on the back of him on the way down to 3. Bizarre restart there. The safety car, just the notification came out as the cars came round the penultimate corner. It was going in. Oh, Pagani's had a moment. He's slipped down some places. What's happened to him? Barcelona up to 10th. We are off and running. It's a Cat then is off and running. Aaron's got himself sorted out again and starting to give chase. Brutus Beer got the move done on Daniel through into turn 1. So he's up to 5th already. And he's now up the inside of T. Smith as well. Through goes Brutus then up to P4. Brutus is flying through the pack now. He's had some dramas, Casey. He's had some dramas. And now Daniel attacking T. Smith as they come down to the bottom corner. Down the outside goes the Ferrari. Alpine sends it in hard. T. Smith then just hanging on to the place then. Both these drivers on hard tyres. Question of who's getting their tyres switched on best. Daniel coming in a little bit hot again there. And now Chubbs arrives on the scene as well. Cat's on Aaron again. He's had a good run at the final corner. Aaron using a lot of battery already. Cat's not able to make a way through, and here comes Brutus then. Daniel attacking T. Smith into 1. Chubbs trying to buy into this as well. Michael Vienne then hot on the tail of Craxis. Barcelona then sitting in just behind them, then Pagani. He had some dramas at the restart, but he didn't have a tyre temp. Front 4 then just starting to inch away. T. Smith defending hard from Daniel. And Chubbs now arriving on the scene as well, so Chubbs will now start attacking the Ferrari, which should free T. Smith to try and run away further back. Michael's attacking Craxis. Is he going to get to the inside? He is. The Alpine's got great straight line speed. We saw that earlier. Through he goes, back up to P8 then for Michael on those medium tyres. Making that extra grip count. He's a little bit wide there, but stays on the curb nicely. However, Alfa Romeo coming back at him now. No way through though. Barcelona just sitting and waiting for his moment to arrive as well. We're back to this battle then for the lead. Cat holding them at arm's length, 0.8 of a second clear. Again, Aaron and the Cat's fairly equal out of turn, the final quarter that time. As DRS then has been re-enabled now. Will Aaron have DRS this time? Was he close enough at the detection point? The answer is no. It won't be on this time through the first sector, so it'll be after the chicane. First time they get it on this lap. Who's close enough for a move? Anybody at all? Barcelona on Craxis. Craxis is going to fight back though. Barcelona forced onto the curb, but he has got the move done on up to P9. Then goes the Mercedes. Good move there from Barcelona up to P9 he goes. Cat's attacking Aaron again. Cat's just making his escape again. Aaron burning a lot of ERS up. Oh, he spun! The race leader spun at the chicane. Casamese is off. And Aaron leads. So Casamese has tried to build the gap, has spun through the chicane, and he's all the way down to P12. So Aaron then leads the race from Katz. Brutus Beer, T. Smith starting to close that gap down now, having fought off the advances of Daniel, who's now got Chubbs on the back of him, but still very much in touch. Everybody in a bit of a DRS train and down the start-finish straight. Michael closing in as well. Oh, Aaron's got another penalty though, so that's now 2 penalties he's carrying. So Katz is your net race leader. Barcelona in now 8 to retire the penalty further back. Did Casamese get away with that wing damage? I think so. He hasn't pitted. The front wing does look to be intact then. So this is now your battle for the lead. Oh, in the background, on the grass is Chubbs. So goes Michael. So Chubbs then on the grass, bouncing across. Dirty tyres for a couple of corners now. Just needs to be careful. Let's put the Mercedes right on his rear wing. He sweeps through the S's section. This Cat's right on the back of Aaron through the chicane. Aaron's a little bit wide of the apex there. He's going to have DRS now. Cat's, can he make a move? Here comes Brutus as well. Brutus had a great run. To the outside goes Brutus. Cat's to the inside of Aaron. Not close enough. Brutus can't get through either. Gets boxed in. T. Smith, D. Daniel closing in. Michael coming with them. Chubbs, Barcelona. We've got 8-car train for the lead on lap 19. Max has now got Pagani all over the back of him. Matman and Katamise together again. Here we go, then down the start finish straight. Cat's to the inside. Is he close enough this time? Answer is no, he is not. He stays where he is. Cracks into the pits. Has he got some damage? He's got a penalty for speeding. Aaron's had a good run out of 2 then. Is he going to defend? Cat's to the inside again. It's a late move. They bump wheels. Cat's has a big slide. Brutus around the outside. But hangs on to the place. Oh, what a train this is. What a train we've got going on here. Michael Vienna looking at D. Daniel, is he? We've seen how quick the Alpine is through this section here. He's got another good run. Daniel there covers the inside. Michael's got nowhere to go. Is he going to go for a lace end into the chicane? No, he's not close enough. Does everybody get through the chicane? Okay. Oh, Michael's got the inside this time there. Through he goes. Up to P5 goes Michael. And here comes Chubbs. So, oh, Cat's and Aaron. Side by side. That Brutus has been squeezed onto the grass by Cat's. Oh, Brutus has a big twitch. Chubbs up the inside of Daniel in the background. It's all, I don't know where to look. Daniel coming back at him. Squeezes Chubbs onto the grass. Bosslet around the outside. Oh. Dear me. It's all kicking off now. And everybody's pretty much where they were. Oh, Daniel's on the grass. Chubbs cuts the corner on the inside. He's trying to get the inside. Here comes Barcelona, who gets squeezed out wide now. Chubbs trying to get the inside of Daniel. Barcelona switches to the inside. Chubbs comes to the inside of Daniel. Banging wheels into turn 3. Barcelona trying to take advantage now as well. They touch and around they go. Pirouettes. And they're both on their way again. Don't know where to look, Mikey. I don't know where to look. It's going on absolutely with that pack has split then. So we've now got 5 for the lead. It was 8. 3 of them have dropped out. Chubbs has got a bit of a gap then, having had that twitch. And Daniel of Barcelona. Oh, T. Smith now with a penalty in P4. So your lead train is now Aaron, Katz, Brutus, T. Smith and Michael Vienne. Chubbs has got Pagani and Matman closing in. Matman still holding Katamise at bay. And the recovering Barcelona and Daniel together again as they come down into the right-hander. Quaxton having made that stoppage now on the soft tyre. Now are they going to get to the end? He'll be quick, but will those tyres get him to the end? We shall see. The snake weaving its way down the start-finish straight then into turn 1. Aaron still leads. Cat not able to find... Oh, Cat's rather. However, he's had a good run out of 2. DRS open again. Aaron covers the inside. Cat's again looking to the inside, but not close enough. Doesn't fancy it yet. Brutus is kind of stuck in a train here. He probably wants to make use of his tyre advantage, but can't because Cat's is too close to Aaron. However, he's had a poor run there. The gap opens up, and now Brutus is on the attack. The Alpines swarming all over the back of the Red Bull. We had a great 4-car train for P2 last night, so now we've got a 5-car train for the lead. Yes, Scomes, you took your eye for 1 second, and he's had a coming together with somebody spun, and he's all the way down to P10 again. Again, then the 2 behind, not closer to Aaron. Aaron's doing a really good job, just keeping them at arm's length. And battery situation's low though, but all 3 of them have been churning the battery. The man in the best position at the minute. Well, the Alpines, T. Smith on 78%, Michael on 64%. Chubbs trying to bridge that gap again to make it 6 for the lead. Here we go again then. I think Aaron's had a semi-decent run out the corner. He's got good punch off the corner though. Katz is not going to be close enough, but Brutus might be close enough to Katz. No, not this time. Think about it into 3 though. He's had a good run through 1 and 2. He is right on the back of the house there, but they both have DRS, so it's all about battery. And ties Brutus to the inside early, but Katz has a good punch off the corner. T. Smith in hot. Into 3, goes straight on. Through goes Michael. T. Smith, they're just not able to get it stopped in time. Goes straight on. Through goes his teammate, and that's going to bring Chubbs back into this equation now as well. Pagani now with a penalty. Further back, P7, just 2 seconds off the back. We've now got then 6-4 the lead. T. Smith has just got back in. We've got a yellow flag. It's Daniel is span at turn 5. He's on his way again though, so that'll give Barcelona some reprieve. Brutus again. Katz has had a really good run out the chicane. Aaron defends the middle of the road. Katz to the inside. Oh, they touch. Katz has a big slide. Brutus around the outside this time. Yes, gets the move done. We saw that flashpoint last night between Tom and Adam at that same corner. This time, Katz just able to save the slide. Let's now put him on the back foot. Michael now attacking. And now Brutus coming to have a go at Aaron. Into the first corner. Katz has had a poor run there. Michael right on the back of the Has. Oh, a twitch from Kat. Brutus for the lead to the outside. Trying to make it work. Michael's down the inside for P3. Brutus and Aaron wheel to wheel. Into 4. Brutus has got the inside. He leads, does he? Aaron keeps his foot in but can't hold back the Red Bull. And Brutus swoops into the lead. Oh, and Barcelona's gone. Matman's gone at turn 4. Safety car. So this epic battle for the lead is suspended for the moment. Then the safety car call. Matman has gone off at turn 4. Now, what's happened there? Didn't see what happened to him, unfortunately. Car is now gone. Good news for Zero Tau and for Daniel. They can catch the back of the pack. It's also good news for Kat and Barcelona as well. Pagani, he was just on the coattails of this battle for so long, but he'll now be right there. Now, does anybody box? Brutus thought about it, decided better of it. T. Smith, however, is going to gamble. T. Smith is in. Anybody else follow him in? Pagani's going to gamble. Oh, Matt, I'm suggesting by that face that's a... Oh, Pagani's spinning in the pit lane. I'm guessing that was your own fault on traction. Spinning out of turn 4, I would imagine. Barcelona in as well. Soft tyres on T. Smith. Soft tyres on Pagani. Soft tyres on Barcelona. Cracks is in as well. He's going to go onto the fresh soft tyres. Zero Tau will probably pit here as well. Go on the soft tyre. No, he stayed out. Oh, unlucky, mate. Unlucky. This was going really well in the first part. Daniel will go around there now. Oh, they're going to head of the crack system. So, 25 of 29. We're going to have a sprint for the victory. And we've got some cars at the back on soft tyres. Well, I think the only consolation any of us can take from that accident, Matt, is that you did it on your own, and it wasn't the fault of the angry orange behind you. That's all I'm going to say. I've been worried since I've seen you two on track for a while, but thankfully, of your own doing them. So, on that 25 of 29, we've got 4 cars just to catch the back of the pack. Now, we're going to have... I think it'll go around at least one more time, although I said that last time. Now the field is still apart, so we shouldn't. So we just need to watch here, just in case. No, it is going to go around again this time. Right, so we will have 3-lap sprint for the victory, more than likely. The Barcelona joins the back of the train. Zero Tau, Craxes and Daniel just making their way up. Well, this race had a bit of everything so far. Why not a 3-lap sprint finish for the win? And we've got 5 drivers on fresh soft tyres at the back of it who are going to be looking to try and pick their way through. The 3 drivers ahead of them are all on hard tyres. So Brutus Beer is your race leader. He has no penalties. Aaron is second but has 2 penalties to his name. Michael Bean is third on the medium tyre, no penalties to his name. Next is Katz is fourth with no penalties. Let's look at the penalty situation actually. Chubbs is P5, he's got 3 seconds. He's on the hard tyre. Katowice has got no penalties and 6. T. Smith's got 3. Pagani's got 11, so he's got 2 track limit penalties and 1 for speeding in the pit lane. Barcelona's got no penalties in 9th. Zerotow's got 6 seconds. Kraxis has got 3. And Daniel has got 9. So he's got in this lap then, right, a bit more notice this time. So Brutus Beer then will start to back the pack up, as he did earlier on. Ooh, contact at the back nearly. Krax is having to slow up for Zerotov, and Daniel almost hitting the back of him as he moves to avoid him. Tyre temperature, boys. Those on the hard tyres definitely need to be weaving. Get some temperature in those tyres, otherwise this will be a very icy restart. Go aboard then with the race leader. Look at T. Smith, Pagani, Barcelona. 7th, 8th and 9th, but all on the fresh soft tyres. They're going to be quick, but are they going to be able to pick their way through in time? Brutus will back them up, and imagine when they pull the pin here. Gets the car straight up, away he goes. It's a good restart for Brutus. Everybody get around the final corner okay. Cat is under attack already from T. Smith. Zerotov's had a poor run at the final corner. Cracks and Daniel on the attack. It is Katowice and T. Smith to look at. Not quite close enough. T. Smith now all over the back of Cat already. On those soft tyres. Cat covers the inside. T. Smith will have to go the long way around. Cat coming over to cover the line. Barcelona attacking Pagani behind them. Goes in deep. Pagani with the squeeze. They bang wheels. They're going to go side by side through 4. Both slowing each other up now. Oh! Pagani tries to come over to take the line. Finds the Mercedes on his outside still. T. Smith still attacking Katowice, but no way through. Michael Bean then on the attack of Aaron through this section. We've seen him make some moves here already. Aaron covering the inside. Michael not able to find a way through. Brutus has got a nice jump. Look at the run T. Smith had out the chicane, and to the outside he goes on the battery. Pair of them switches to the inside. It's a late move. No way through. Pagani now attacking. Cat holding off the soft tyre runners as best he can do, but you imagine it's just a matter of time. Oh, there's contact. Around goes to Katowice into the wall. Barcelona with a send up Pagani into the penultimate corner. Pagani has a big slide. Onto the penultimate lap of the race then. Brutus leads by 0.8 of a second. Aaron has brought that gap down slightly. So then T. Smith then already on the back of the houses. Barcelona and Pagani right on the back of him as well. They're all coming through. 1 3/4 laps to go. We've got a yellow flag. Who is that? It is Daniel is spanned, unfortunately. At turn 5 again. T. Smith on Chubbs. Chubbs trying to go around Katz. Oh, Daniel's retired, unfortunately. So won't see the flag in his first race. Michael looking at Aaron. T. Smith trying to find a way through. Chubbs picking a side. Oh, Chubbs with the squeeze. There's locking tyres. Oh, Barcelona spins. Is it a Steve-shaped problem? DRS is enabled then on the final lap of the race, and Brutus has got a 1.6 second lead there, so he's clear, and you imagine that barring any mistakes he's got this one won. Chubbs now under attack from T. Smith. He's fended him off once. T. Smith to the outside, no way through though. Chubbs closes back in on his teammate. So Michael doesn't need to make a move. He's not under attack from behind. We saw last night, if you just sit there, he'll take P2. Don't make the move. You don't need to make it. T. Smith on Chubbs. He's got boxed in behind the other Has, though. Can he make up the inside? He can. He's going to get both of them. Into the chicane. Through he goes. Chubbs trying to make a move on his teammate. Katz gets a penalty. And Chubbs goes around the outside. And here comes Pagani. Can he find a way through? No, Michael has not made the move. Sensible. I'm not saying that, I'm safe. Not saying it. Pagani trying to make a move on Katz. He's through. But he's got more penalties, so Katz will get that place back. He's been a little bit wide, though. Katz going back, but Brutus Beer is going to win this one. Michael Vien's going for the move. Here comes T. Smith. Michael gets second. T. Smith gets third. Does he? He does. Chubbs is fourth. Barcelona gets P5. Katz ends up P6. Cracks his P7. Aaron down to P8. Cat P9. Pagani P10. Zero Tower across the line. The final finisher in P11. And boy, did that have some drama in it. Michael Bean gets driver of the day then, having messed up in qualifying. Fought through P2. Very good reward for his efforts in that one then, having had that spin as well. Could have been a little bit better for him, but Brutus Beer gets his first win of the season here at Albert Park. Joined on the podium by the Alpines. Michael Bien in second, T. Smith in third. And the champagne flies for our podium finishers then. So Brutus really ignites his title challenge there with a victory here. 2 seconds ahead of his fellow countryman Michael T. Smith there, coming through back from that late pit stop to get P3 ahead of Chubbs. Barcelona gets P5 despite that late spin. Katz ends up P6, cracks is P7. P8 for Aaron, 9 for Katowice there after that spin. Was there any contact? Pagani P10, 0 Taylor, final finish to retire. I said Daniel didn't quite see the flag, unfortunately. P12. Matman brought out that late safety car that kicked all that drama off. Alex Pixie, who was running so strongly early on, big shame for him. Jay Poden retired, and Lena Zekin, the first one to crash out of that final corner, which caught out a number of drivers. This one then. So then that ends our action this week from Melbourne. Next week, then we reach the halfway stage of the season, and we are at the Cathedral of Speed. That is Monza for round 6, before we go on to the slowest circuit on the calendar, Monaco, making up around 7. So very contrasting races coming up in the next couple of weeks. Hopefully, though, they'll provide as much drama and great racing as this week's races have done. As always, thank you to everybody in the chat who has liked the stream. And if you haven't already liked the stream, please do so before you go. And yes, we will be back then next week, 8 o'clock. We'll do it all again then from Monza. But for this evening, thank you very much for joining me and letting me take you through that fun-filled drama fest that was round 5 of season 20. We do it all again next week. Please join us for that. Right, but until then, goodbye.